7 minutes to 7 is the time now. We don't have enough teachers, and although the government promised to recruit more, it hasn't managed to hit its targets, according to the National Foundation for Education Research. Let's talk to Jack Worth, who is co-author of the report that is telling us these things from NFER. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
The target is 6,500 new expert teachers, isn't it? How close are they to getting there?
Well, the government haven't set out exactly how that's defined, so we don't exactly know yet, and the intention is to deliver it by the end of the Parliament. But certainly the background of retention rates that haven't improved in the last 5 years since before the pandemic, and teacher recruitment that's persistently below target, even for primary teachers, but also across a large number of secondary subjects, sets the background for this being a very challenging target to meet by needing to reverse those trends.
But I suppose the point is, can they say with any legitimacy that they're still on course to get to that 6,500 by the end of the Parliament, or not?
I think not yet, because the government said it's starting work on it, but the spending review coming up in June is a really crucial moment for making sure that there's the resources there for the policies that will make teaching a more attractive profession and attract in the new recruits, but also retain more teachers to potentially deliver that target.
And when you say the resources are there, meaning what?
Well, so the government could go about it in lots of different ways. I think the loss of competitiveness of teachers' pay, dating back to 2010, it's grown less fast than average earnings over that period, means that there's a strong case for above average earnings pay increases to make sure that teaching has competitive pay to attract and retain more teachers. But actually the number one reason why teachers say that they are considering leaving is their high workload. So actually attempts to tackle their high workload and bring down working hours and reduce the pressures on teachers, I think would also be a beneficial way of going about it as well.
That's interesting. I mean, do you think they could recruit in the key areas that they need to recruit in without putting pay up much? Because frankly, they're not going to, are they? I mean, we sort of know already the outline of what is going to happen after after Rachel Reeves has made her statement at the end of this month, and there isn't going to be a lot more money, and there's certainly not going to be much in the way of of inflation busting pay rises. I just wonder whether there are other measures that the government could take that you would say they should take that don't involve money.
Yeah, I think that's right. The spending review looks very tight in terms of the settlements that departments will get, but the make it without substantial pay increases for teachers, it will make it very much harder to achieve that target, and then put more pressure on wider government policy in the Department for Education on things like curriculum and inspection and accountability and the special educational needs reforms to be supportive of that goal to recruit and retain more teachers.
But what you're describing, I mean, sounds like quite a mess. And we were told by the government, and it's the reason they put VAT on private school fees, isn't it? That there was going to be extra money available that could be spent in a way that makes a difference.
Yeah, so employing 6,500 more teachers, increasing the number of teachers, will cost money to employ them. But also, it's the case that at the moment the teaching profession isn't attractive enough to actually fill those vacancies and to fill those roles. So it's where that additional attractiveness is going to come from, and it could come from additional pay, but it could also come from making the teaching job more sustainable and therefore more attractive.
Jack Worth from the National Foundation for Education Research. Thank you.